Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Friday. It's March 7th, and it's 2:50 in the a.m. I had to regroup this morning, man. I got up, hit the floor running, and I had a bunch of stuff to do. I won't be online tomorrow. I'm hanging out with my favorite person in the world, which is my younger sister. So I won't be online tomorrow. Maybe not until late in the day. Uh, so I'm sitting here. Like I said, I was running around this morning. I got my house in order, as the old saints used to say, and got my tea brewing. And for those of you who use the Yogi tea bags, they have a little message or affirmation on the little tab on the tea bag. And today my message is, your actions prove your greatness. But when I first read it without my optical support, that's glasses, y'all, I read it as, your actions prove your gratitude. And I started thinking about that, and that is so true. You can tell people that you're grateful for them all day long, or that you appreciate them all day long. But if your actions are faulty, your connections are disingenuous. I needed to put that out there. Yeah. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. And that swing is you involved in some type of action that shows that we've made love and context and connection transactional. And shame on you if you accept that for love. Now, you heard me say way back in the day when I started this, that I had just begun to recognize that I was in a transactional kind of connection with someone, and here we are these many years later, and I see it didn't mean a thing because it didn't have that swing. Yeah, that part. But that's not what I logged on to talk about, folks. Can I just say, I'm back. I'm still on my political rants. If you're on my Facebook page or my IG, you'll see that. But I'm also back to discussing scripture and just real talk for a faith walk. And I'm going to talk about something that I deal with every single day, except the weekends. So it's something that has to do with the 9 to 5. But I deal with it every single day. Have you ever been around somebody who is so angst-ridden and anxious that it pulls you into the emotional whirlpool that they're experiencing? And so by the end of the day, you're walking around like a clenched fist. And by the end of the day, now getting back to my little tea bag affirmation misread, by the end of the day that you're so far away from your gratitudes that you feel the need to start all over again. That part. Yeah, that's me, y'all. And it's like, what happened? I woke up in praise and prayer, and here I am. Lord, forgive me. Lord, help me. Yeah, that's me, just dealing with people's stuff. I have my own. Please believe, I don't walk around like butter wouldn't melt in my mouth, calm, cool, and collected. I'm always this close to smacking somebody. Yeah, I'm telling the truth. I don't know how to be, but authentic. So let's keep that in the forefront of our minds when I speak. So that being said, we go through life and we start rushing things and nothing's good enough. And I had to really look at that this morning. Because I'm like putting things in place for the weekend. Tomorrow's not promised to me. Then I'm putting things in place for the weekend. So I went to my book, the good book, the Word. And I looked up some stuff. Now I'm going to hit you with the book of wisdom. That's Proverbs. That's what I like to call it. It says, desire without knowledge is not good. And whoever makes haste with his feet misses his way. So when you're rushing things, when nothing is ever good enough and you're going to make it happen, because we have a lot of that now. A lot of the self-made talk. A lot of, I pulled myself up by my bootstraps. And I want to say, unless the Lord builds a house. Yeah. See, when you start talking about what you did and you leave God out, you're into some idol worship. So, Proverbs 19:2 through 26 basically says, being excited about something is not enough. You have to know what you're doing. Proverbs 21:5. Careful planning puts you ahead in the long run. Hurry and scurry puts you further behind. When you're rushing to do something, you're invariably going to miss some steps and get caught up or get so intense in something that you don't allow room for error. You don't allow room for your own humanity, and you get frustrated with the outcome. It says the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. So if you're persistent and consistent, you get the reward. And if you're running, now I've never used this phrase before, I've only read it. If you're running hither and yon, the English language is funny, isn't it? If you're running hither and yon, you've never really set up roots for permanence. And some people are okay with that. My old housemate and I used to have a joke, and I talk about the dreaded Changosaurus. It's my imaginary dinosaur. And the Changosaurus basically is when you're so old that you don't like change, and you resist change, and you become extinct. So don't be a Changosaurus. Jeremiah 2:25. Slow down. Take a deep breath. What's the hurry? Why wear yourself out? What are you after anyway? So why are you rushing? How about allowing God to guide you? In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will make the path straight. That part. Doesn't mean you don't do any work. But what it does mean is you release that anxiety. Then we got 1 Peter 5:6 and 7. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Which brings me to my boy, Mr. Kendrick Lamar, the hood poet. He has a song, Shut Up, Be Humble. Now, I know occasionally I get up on my high horse and can't we make a song without, the coarse language, the salty talk? But I have to take Kendrick as, I'm going to say, the hood prophet, because their brother highlights things that we might otherwise miss, but he speaks to a group of people who have basically given up on, I want to say, a lot of church folk and church talk, because it's just that, when somebody highlights the dichotomy of your life, that lets you know that you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You can't serve God and man. That's how I'm starting off this day. I'm going to see where devotionals lead me, where other stuff leads me. But I am in a place of praise, humility, and reflecting on gratitudes, because I'm grateful for so many things. God has blessed me in so many ways. And as that song says, I just can't tell it all.